Hello, this is Dr. Bob again. My second video today is going to be about number arithmetics. So we're going to be doing addition and subtraction on signed number. So those are number that encompass negative and positive number. So let's start. I'll start with one example. Let's assume that we like to do the addition of two numbers. The first one being 17 and then the second one being let's take here 13. So we like to the first thing to do is to figure out how many positions do we need to represent these two numbers on, and we will take the bigger position. Let's start with 17. So to figure that out, we need to do the transformation of 17 to the base of 10 to 17 to the base of 2. So for that, we use the method of successive division with remainder. So we start with the 17 that we divide by 2. This gives us the 8. And then 8, the remainder is going to be 1. Then 8 divided by 2 gives us here the 4. And then the remainder is going to be 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then the remainder is going to be 0. And now 2 divided by 2 is 1. The remainder is going to be 1, and 1 divided by 2 is 0, and then the remainder is 1. So last quotient is 1, so we stop there. So the number 17 is going to be, so the eraser is always a problem with this tablet here. Not sure why it doesn't work to where. Okay, let's go back to the eraser. Okay, now it's working. So 17 to the base of 10 is equal 1, 0, 0, 0, and 1. And now we do the same with the 13. 13 divided by 2 is 6. Remainder is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Remainder is 0. 3 divided by 2 is 1, then the remainder is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 0, and then the remainder is 1. So 13, the number 13 is going to be 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So now we see that the number 17 here, we can represent it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position, whereas the number 13, we can represent it only on 1, 2, 3, 4 position. So we'll go ahead and then put the two number on the same number of position by putting 1 in front of the number 13. So now we have our two numbers, 17 and 13, represented on 5 position. In order, however, to get positive and negative number, we need to get another position for the sign. So we'll go ahead and then expand the two numbers now, 17 and 13, to be able to capture the sign. We do that by adding a 0 here in front because those are two positive numbers, and then 0 there in front. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are the number of positions that we need to represent 13 and 17, negative and positive number. Now let's do the addition. Addition of 17 plus 13. We'll write the 17, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and then the 13, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Then we do the addition. We always start from the rightmost position, and then we start with a carry that has a value of 0. We have the 1, 1 plus 0 that gives us here the 0, and then the carry for the next position is 1. The 1 plus 0 is 1, and the carry for the next position is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, and then the carry for the next position is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, and the carry for the next position is 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0 is 1, and then the carry for the next position is 0. And here we have 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal 0. So here you can see that we have added two numbers, and those two numbers are two positive numbers with a sign 0, with a sign 0, and then the here, and then there, and then the value that we're getting is a number with a sign 0. So therefore, we don't have any any overflow here, and the result is correct. Now, what if we would like now to do, so the result is correct, and our result is this value here. This value corresponds to what? This value corresponds to 2 to the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 to the 4 plus 2 to the 3 plus 2 to the 2 plus 2. So that is 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2. 16 plus 8, that's 24, plus 4 here, 28, and then plus 2 here, 30. So we have now 13 plus 17 gives us the value of 30. So our result is correct. Let's now do the subtraction. Let's start doing the subtraction of 13 from 17. We will subtract 13 from 17, and when doing the subtraction, the question is, what is the result here? How do we do subtraction? We do subtraction by first taking the subtrahend here. We will take the 2's complement of the subtrahend and add it to the minuend. So let's take the 2's complement of this value. The 2's complement of 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, which corresponds to 13. We'll be flipping all the digit 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then 0, and then adding a 1 to that. Adding a 1 to the result here will give us 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, and 1. So this is the 2's complement. The 2's complement of 13. And then we will take that 2's complement and add it to the 17. So I will add that value now to 17. So plus 1, 1, 0, 0, and then 1 and 1. We will do the addition of these here and see what the resulting value will be. So the addition, 1 plus 1, we start always with the carry being 0. So 1 plus 1 gives us the value here of 0, and then the carry for the next position is 1. 1 plus 1 gives us the value of 0. The carry for the next position here is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, and the carry for the next position is 0. Then we have 0 here. The carry for the next position is 0. 1 plus 1 is 0, and then the carry for the next position here is 1. And then 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 0, and then the carry for the next position is 1. That here is our limit, meaning that this digit here, we don't care about it. And then our result corresponds to, this is our result, and our result corresponds to the value of 4. So 2 to the 2 is equal 4. So we've now seen that 17 minus 13 is equal 4. Okay, so that's how we do the addition using the 2's complement. And then the subtraction also using the 2's complement. Let's do the inversion now. Let's assume that we want to do the different operation, and this different operation would be 13 minus 17. So what will be the result of this here when we have a bigger number that we have to subtract? That is the subtrahend. In this case, the first thing to do is to take the 17 here and then to do the 2's complement of 17. 2's complement of 17. What is that value? We saw that the value 17 was this one here. So 17 is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now the 2's complement, we flip all the digit So the 0 here becomes the 1 here becomes the 0. Then we have 3 following 1, and then we have a 0 there. And we add a 1 to the resulting value. It gives us the 1, then the 1, then the 1, then the 1, and then the 0 here, and then the 1. This is the 2's complement of 17. We're now going to take the 2's complement of 17, and we're going to add that to the value of 13. So the value of 13, we saw that already, was that here. And then the 2's complement of 17 is this value. So let's do the addition of the 2. So we will now take 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. That is the 13. And then we'll add to the 2's complement of 17, which is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, and then 1. We will add the 2. 1 plus 1, we always start with the carry being 0 here, and then we do 1 plus 1, it gives, so we start, so starting with this position, then we go next to that position, then next to this position, then next to this one, then next to this one, and then next to this one. So starting with the leftmost position, 1 plus 1 is equal 0, and then the carry is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, and then the carry is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, and then the carry is 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1, and then the carry is 1. And then 1 plus 0 plus 0, it's 1, and then the carry is 0. And then 0 plus 1 is 1, and then we don't have a carry there. So the number, the resulting number for this operation is this value. So this value is 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Because we have a 1 as leading digit here, this number is a negative number. But sometimes it's difficult for us by just looking like this here, looking at this number here to figure out what is this negative number. To know what negative number that is, we will do the 2's complement, meaning that we will flip all the digit here and then add a 1, and then we'll see what that value was. So let's go. We flip the 1 here, it gives us the 0. We flip the 1 there, we get a 0. We flip a 1 here, we get a 0. We flip a 1 here, we get a 0. And then we flip a 1 here, we get a 1. We flip a 1 here, we get a 1. So that gives us the 1, 1 in the end. And to finalize the 2's complement, we add a 1 here to the resulting value. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carries 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 0. Carries 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And then the carry is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. So our final result is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. And this value here corresponds to 4. So that here corresponds to 4. This number here. Does it mean that the final result is 4? No. We did the 2's complement of this number to obtain the 4, which means that the number that was our result here, because it's the 2's complement of 4, that this number here now represents the number minus 4. Okay. So whenever we have a long number like this here, long string like this here, and we don't know exactly what number that is, the only indication we have here is that because the sign is 1, this is a negative number. But what is the corresponding positive number of this negative number? To find that out, we do the 2's complement by flipping all the digits here, adding a 1 to that. We get this positive number, which is the value that has been negated in order to obtain our result. Okay, so with that, we were able to show that 17 plus 13 gives us the value of 30. We show that 17 minus 13 gave us the value of 4 here, and then we show that 13 minus 17 gives us the value of minus 4. So all these using the two's complement.